Welcome to the first semi-final contest in the 2024 edition of the Connect Western Best Brain CWBB, which is proudly powered by Pepsodent and supported by Best Brain Publication Limited, Heritage Christian College, BM Global Education and Travel Consult, Desk Technology Limited, Pella Mineral Water, and Hisense. Our partners, the Ghana Education Service and Anaje Choice Smart. Our media partner is Onua TV. Also remember, this is brought to you proudly by Connect 97.1 FM. My name is Albert Abevio. I will be your quiz master. Today, we have three very aggressive teams looking forward for that ticket to the final. Of the three teams, we have two former winners. Barbara International School, the defending champions. St. Anthony of Padua, two-time winners. And Defense Basic School, who are gunning to be a first-time winner of the CWBB. Let's go over to the competing schools and know who is representing them. From St. Anthony of Padua, we have...
I'm Patty Olsen from Basic 8.
Esther Edwin, Basic 9.
Fatima and Esther, you are welcome. To Defense Basic School is represented by...
Church Stephen, final year.
Zita Ansa, final year.
Zita and Stephen, you are welcome. I wish you all the best, Defense Basic School. And to our defending champions, Barbara International School is represented by...
For Form 3.
Jada Hilla Bennett, Form 3.
Jada and Erefua, you are welcome. Contestants, you are very conversant with the rules of the game. This contest will come to you in 4 rounds. Round 1 is for English language and social studies. A major question correctly answered ends to 3 points. If it's a bonus, 1 point. If you attempt a bonus and you get it wrong, you lose a precious point. When we get to the tossing part of this round, a correctly answered question at the first attempt, 4 points. Second attempt, 3 points. Third attempt, 2 points. We will not waste much time. Unless otherwise stated, you have 1 attempt only to give an answer. For the first set of questions, you have 15 seconds to give an answer from English language. All the best to all of you. I will start with you, Anthony of Padua. A preamble to all schools. Select 1 word from the list of 4 words which has a similar meaning to these 3 words. So I'll give you 3 words and I'll give you 4 words. So from the 4 words, you pick 1 which has a similar meaning to the 3 words that I'll give you. Did you get the preamble? Anthony of Padua, your set of 3 words. Hail, greet, salute. The 4 words. Alarm, habit, welcome, ignore.
Welcome.
Welcome is correct. Defense Basic. The set of 3 for you. Hinder, retard, delay. The 4 words. Progress, obstruct, reveal, select.
Obstruct.
Obstruct is correct. Barbara International. Yours. Occupied, diligent, busy. The 4 words. Lazy, helpless, indolent, industrious.
Industrious.
That is correct. Again, a preamble to all schools. Give the comparative and superlative forms of the following adverbs. Yours. Anthony of Padua. Little.
So the comparative is less than the superlative is lesser.
No, I'll give you 2 out of 3. So yes, the comparative is less, the superlative is least. Yours. Defense Basic. Late.
Late. The comparative is later and the superlative is latest.
No. So I'll give you 2 out of 3. The comparative is later, the superlative is last. Barbara International. Yours. Well. Yes, Jada.
The comparative is more well. And superlative is most well.
No, that is incorrect. For a bonus. Better and best. Preamble. What is the adverb in the sentence? Anthony of Padua. The apples were quite good.
Quite.
That is correct. Defense basic. Where did you find that knife?
Where?
That is correct. Barbara International. I once saw an eagle kill a rabbit.
Kill.
That is incorrect. Defense.
Once.
Once is correct. A preamble. Give an adjective corresponding to each word. Your word. Anthony of Padua. Virtue.
Virtuous.
That is correct. Defense basic. Faith.
Faithful.
That is correct. Barbara International. Fashion.
Fashionable.
That is correct. Tossing. First question. If a number of sheep together is called flock, what name is given to a number of ships? Barbara International.
A fleet of ships.
That is correct. The next one. Arrange the adjectives in the sentence in the right order. The sentence. The dash butterfly landed on the flower. The adjectives. Elegant, vibrant, delicate, iridescent. Anthony of Padua.
Elegant, vibrant, delicate, iridescent butterfly.
That is incorrect. For a bonus. Sorry, the next school to ring. Barbara International.
The elegant, delicate, vibrant, iridescent butterfly.
That is incorrect. Defense basic.
A delicate, vibrant, elegant, iridescent butterfly.
That is incorrect. The correct answer. The iridescent, delicate, vibrant, elegant butterfly landed on the flower. The next one. Find a word which is nearly opposite in meaning to the highlighted word in the sentence. I will give you the sentence and mention the highlighted word. His actions show that he is a pessimist. The highlighted word is pessimist. Anthony of Padua.
Optimist.
And that is correct. Social studies. Preamble 1. Provide the right term for the following set of statements. First one to Anthony of Padua. A formal group decision-making process engineered by the highest law of a country to facilitate the choosing of leaders to occupy public offices.
Gazette.
No. Bonus to
Election.
Elections is correct. Your statement. The process where activities of organization, particularly those regarding planning and decision-making, are distributed or delegated away from the central authoritative point to the local level.
Decentralization.
That is correct. Barbara International. This is a unit of the central government which is established through an act of parliament to administer governance at the local level. An example is district assembly. A bonus. Anthony of Padua.
Decentralization.
No. One attempt at a bonus. Local government. Local government. Preamble 2. Provide the estimated population figures for the following local government assemblies. Anthony of Padua. Metropolitan.
95,000.
That is incorrect. For a bonus. Barbara International.
250,000.
That is correct. Yours. Defense basic. Municipality.
350,000.
That is incorrect. Barbara International.
75,000.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is 95,000 and above. So I would have accepted 95,000. Your own question, Barbara International. District.
75,000.
That is correct. Your question, St. Anthony of Padua. Which political party won the elections that were held on 17th July 1956 during the colonial era?
The Convention's People's Party.
That is correct. To you, defense basic. How many parliamentary or representative assembly seats were contested for during the 1956 elections in the Gold Coast?
62.
That is incorrect for a bonus. The correct answer, 104 seats. 104 seats. Your question, Barbara International. Out of the 104 seats, how many did the CPP win in the 1956 elections in the Gold Coast? Jada?
102.
No, that is incorrect. For a bonus. Anthony of Padua?
72 seats.
No, 71 seats. So the next set, preamble to all schools. I'll give you a term and then you would define the term for me. Anthony of Padua, tsunami.
Tsunami is a type of natural disaster that occurs under sea, either volcanic eruption under the water.
I'll take that. So, it is, yes, a natural disaster. It happens underground, caused by it's huge waves caused by either an underground earthquake or volcanic eruption. So if you had told me an earthquake or volcanic eruption, but you mentioned volcanic eruption, so I'll give you the mark. To you, defense basic, mark slides.
It is a natural disaster where the land surface turns to liquid and starts sliding.
I'll give you the mark. So basically, it is a situation where the ground gets so wet that whatever dirt is on the ground turns into liquid mass and flows like, and basically the answer you gave is almost like what the consultant, so I'll give you the 3 marks. Yours, Barbara International, volcanoes.
It's when magma from the Earth's core overflows onto the Earth's crust.
I'll give you the mark. So it's a situation that prevails when molten material or lava below the crust of the Earth escapes onto the surface. And basically what you said reflects that reality. So I'll give you the mark. Toss in. First one, it's a riddle. You can stop me at any point if you think you figured out the clues. I am a weather phenomenon or condition. I am made of large storms of clouds with spins in circles touching defense basic.
Hurricane.
That is correct. The next one. Which vegetation zone in Ghana is characterized by tall grasses with scattered trees which have thick barks? Defense basic.
Rainforest.
No. Anthony of Padua.
The moist semi-deciduous forest.
No. Guinea savanna. The last one, the golden lion in the coat of Anthony of Padua.
It shows the link that Ghana has with the Commonwealth of Nations or the Britain.
That is correct. It shows our close relationship with the UK, and basically the answer you gave it. So we'll go for a commercial break. Viewers will come back with scores at the end of round 1 and zoom into round 2.
Let me see.
She's never had a toothache before.
There might be a cavity. Don't you use Pepsodent?
We used to, but I'll try the new one.
Ah, that's why.
But doesn't every toothpaste give cavity protection?
Not really. Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter repairs tiny invisible holes to give 10 times stronger teeth. Will you trust Pepsodent?
Definitely. Pepsodent. 10 times stronger teeth.
Use Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter.
Welcome back from the commercial break. At the end of round 1, here are the scores. Barbara International School, 15 points. Defense Basic School, 20 points. St. Anthony of Padua, 21 points. Round 2. Contestants, the rules remain the same. Unless otherwise stated, you have one attempt only. If a question doesn't involve calculation, which most questions here will not involve calculations, you would have 15 seconds to give an answer. I will start with you, Defense Basic. But a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Differentiate between an acid and basis with reference to the following. To you, Defense Basic. Taste.
Acid is sour and base is bitter.
That is correct. Barbara International. Feel.
Acids are stingy, bases are watery. Slippery.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. So acids are stingy, bases are slippery. To you, St. Anthony of Padua. Odor.
Acids gives us strong odor, while the base does not give out any strong odor.
Okay, so acids are sharp or give strong odor. Bases are odorless. To you, Defense Basic. What name is given to the part of the human tooth that is embedded in the jaw?
Root.
Root is correct. Barbara International. What name is given to the part of the human tooth that is above the gum and visible to the outside?
Enamel.
That is incorrect. Anthony of Padua.
The crown.
The crown is correct. Anthony of Padua. What name is given to the meeting point of the upper part and lower part of the human tooth?
The neck.
That is correct. Defense Basic. A preamble to all schools. Determine the power developed. Determine the power developed when, to you, Defense Basic, a box of 20 Newton is pulled through a distance of 8 meters in a time of 5 seconds.
Power is equal to 32 watts.
That is correct. Barbara, a load of 50 Newton is lifted vertically through a distance of 6 meters in a time of 10 seconds.
$30 watts.
30 watts is correct. Anthony of Padua, a box of 40 Newton is pulled through a distance of 7 meters in a time of 8 seconds.
35 watts.
35 watts is correct. Preamble. So this one is not transferable. I will come to your school and then you give me one reason why water is not used as a thermometric substance. So Defense Basic.
Because water has low boiling point.
No. Barbara.
Water wets glass.
Water wets glass.
When the temperature is being measured, the water leaves traces in the tube.
That is incorrect. So the answers I was expecting. It cannot be easily seen in a capillary tube. It wets glass. Its expansion is not uniform. It has a small range of expansion. The next set. What name? So I'll start with the Defense Basic. What name is given to a material that does not allow light to pass through it?
Opaque material.
That's opaque material. Barbara International. What name? What is the name of a material that allows a large amount of light to pass through them and we can easily or clearly see through them?
Transparent material.
That is correct. What name? St. Anthony of Padua. What name is given to a material that allows some light to pass through them, but we cannot see clearly through them?
Translucent material.
That is correct. Tossing. 8 tossing questions. First one. The electron configuration of an element is 2, 8, 8, and 2. Name the elements. Anthony of Padua.
Calcium.
Calcium is correct. Next one. What name is given to the quantity of food allowed on animals for a day or a specific period? Barbara International.
Ration.
Ration is correct. Next one. State the class of liver the crowbar belongs. Anthony of Padua.
First class liver.
That is correct. Name the farming system that makes the most effective use of land. Anthony of Padua.
The crop rotation.
That is correct. Name the part of the seed that develops into the shoot. Anthony of Padua.
The plumule.
That is correct. What name is given to the collection of nucleus and cytoplasm? Barbara International.
Protoplasm.
Protoplasm is correct. The penultimate one. What name is given to the particle that gives an atom an identity? Barbara International.
The proton.
The proton is correct. The last one. Name the gas that is present in exhaled air. Barbara.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide is correct. So that brings us to the end of the first 2 parts of round 2. We'll go for a commercial break. When we return, we will test our students' ability as far as practicalizing the science theories they learn in class is concerned. Stay tuned in.
What are the best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, Dex Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior, personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? Contact Dex Technology on 0246 310 704 to find out how we can help you to provide 21st century science education. Visit www.thescienceset.com today to see our list of Ghana's best private schools. Dex Technology Limited. Practical science is now practical.
Welcome back from the commercial break. Contestants, you can turn over your sheet so that we read the question for the scientist round together. Preamble. Mr. Johnson is a facilitator at Ahomaso DA Junior High School. He desires to explain the concept of the relative sizes of the sun and earth to the best of understanding to his students using appropriate models, but that is to no avail. Your task, as a young STEM enthusiast, design models using the provided materials so that it will enable Mr. Johnson to easily relate these heavenly bodies in terms of their actual sizes to enhance understanding of the concept. The related questions. First one, what algorithm was applied to complete the model of the sun? Second question, what is the ratio of sizes of the earth to the sun in terms of kilometer? And then the third one, how many hexagons are in the model of the sun you have built? Contestants, you have 15 minutes to complete the task. Start work. Connect Western Best Brain CWBB 2024 is powered by Pepsodent Ghana. The CWBB is proudly brought to you by Connect 97.1 FM and powered by Pepsodent. Sponsors: Best Brain Publication Limited, Heritage Christian College, BM Global Education and Travel Consult, Desk Technology Limited, Pella Mineral Water, and High Sense. Our partners: GES and Anaje Choice Mart. Our media partner is Onua TV. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter Toothpaste. Every time we eat, food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul breath. Brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with fluoride and microcalcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. This prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Also, keep in mind, Pepsodent has been educating Ghanaians on how to brush their teeth for 25 years. Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. Pepsodent gives you the opportunity to talk to a dentist for free. You can call toll-free line 0800-161-000 to talk to a dentist. You can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Pepsodent, every smile matters. Best Technology Limited. What are the best private schools in Ghana? Well, one thing is for sure. The best schools pay attention to practical science education. Over the years, Des Technology Limited has been the official science equipment provider for Ghana's best international and local private schools. Our award-winning science set is designed to provide every material needed for science experiments while enabling a superior personalized learning experience for students. How is science taught at your school? You can get answers to this if you contact Des Technology Limited on 024-540-7628 to find out how you can get the 21st century science education. Contact Des Technology on 024-540-7628 to find out how you can get the best 21st science education. You can also visit Des Technology Limited on www.thescienceset.com today to see the list of Ghana's best private schools. BM Global Education and Travel Consult Limited. BM Global Education and Travel Consult Limited is a reputable firm based in Ghana, specializing in providing comprehensive services in the fields of education and general travel consultancy. They have an experienced team of international educational advisors who combine expertise and knowledge to make your dream of studying abroad a reality. Their services include school application services, visa information. They assist students in choosing an appropriate study destination and program of study, and IELTS classes, general travel consultancy, kids and teens summer camp trip to Canada, kids between 10 to 19 years, nursing recruitment to the United States of America, and flight booking and reservation. Current study destinations they cover include the USA, UK, Australia, and Canada. They connect students to various academic programs and study destinations of their choice around the world. You can locate BM Global Education and Travel Consult in Takoradi on the AB6 Kesley Hayford Avenue. You can also contact them on these telephone numbers 050-8187-622 or 027-561-4978. In Tema, you can contact them on these numbers 0246-584-858 or 0500-303-036. BM Global, leading the pathway in international education. Best Brain Publication Limited. Best Brain Publication is a leading publishing company in Ghana. They have the best books on the market as of now. Best Brain books are approved by NACCA, All their books are also 5-star rated or A1. Books are the heart of your school, so go for quality books from Best Brain Publication. They have in stock mathematics for basic 1 to 6, science from basic 1 to 6, our world, our people from basic 1 to 6, English language from basic 1 to 6, computing and history also from basic 1 to 6, Asante Tree books from basic 1 to 6, as well as religious and moral education books from basic 1 to 6. They also have in stock mathematics workbooks and science workbooks. You can also get from Best Brain Publication books for your little kids, numeracy for KG 1 and 2, literacy, our world, our people, creative arts, phonics, all for KG 1 and 2. My early writing for KG 1 and 2, and picture reading and coloring also for KG 1 and 2. Best Brain nursery books also come in these packages. Numeracy for nursery 1 and 2, literacy for nursery 1 and 2, my early writing for nursery 1 and 2, and phonics for nursery 1 and 2. Best Brain JHS books, they think about parents as well as students, and so they have combined all the books. So for individual subjects, to ease the pressure on the schools and parents, they've combined JHS 7, 8, and 9 mathematics into one book, JHS Integrated Science 7, 8, and 9, Basic 7, 8, and 9, all into one book, JHS Career Technology, JHS Social Studies, and JHS Religious Moral Education, all combined from Basic 7, 8, and 9. They also have in stock past questions. You can get past question on an Android phone if you buy the past questions book from Best Brain Publication Limited. Their head office is in Kumasi, and you can reach them on this telephone number or on these telephone numbers, 050-7200-200 or 0241-520-946. In Accra, you can locate Best Brain Publication Limited at Adenta, Frafraha, behind the Presbyterian Church. You can also reach them on this telephone number if you are in Accra, 050-9822-399. In Tamale, you can reach them behind the Islamic Senior High School Road. In Takrade, you can also locate Best Brain Publication Limited at Asakai, adjacent Daiscan Center. On these telephone numbers in Takrade, you can reach Best Brain Publication Limited, 050-9822-372 or 050-9822-398. You can also get all copies from leading bookshops across the country. Heritage Christian University College, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Best Brain Publication is an educational publishing firm with an in-depth knowledge in the new standard-based curriculum. We deliver quality content by investing in authorial skills and editorial refinement. Our team of experts have meticulously developed books in all subject areas.
Yes, I did it!
Juju, how did you do it?
I used the Best Brain book to connect the computer.
Oh, that's my ball!
All our books rest on 6 broad core skills: creativity and imagination, student leadership, citizenship, critical thinking and problem solving, digital literacy, collaboration and communication. For preschool, we have literacy, numeracy, phonics and writing. For kindergarten, we have literacy, numeracy, our world and our people, creative arts, phonics, writing and picture reading. For basic 1 to 6, we have mathematics, science, English, our world and our people, computing, history, religious and moral education, creative arts, Asante Tree and Equiapim Tree. For basic 7, 8 and 9, we have mathematics, science, religious and moral education, social studies, creative arts, career technology and computing. And we also have questions and answers for all subjects. We have provided links and QR codes under the various topics in our books to link to the world and find out what other people are also learning. Contact us on 0507 200 200. Best Brain Publication. Tomorrow's education today.
We're back from the commercial break. Our contestants have gone through a 15 minutes practical exercise and answers questions related to the task that they performed. I'll quickly go through the answers. So the first question was, what algorithm was applied to complete the model of the sun? So that first question, the answers, 2 answers are expected. Each side of the pentagon is surrounded by a hexagon. Two pentagons do not meet at a space, or more than 3 hexagons do not meet at a place. The second question, what is the ratio of sizes of the earth to the sun in terms of kilometer? The answer is that the ratio of the earth to the sun is 1:109 or 1:100 to the nearest 100. And 3, how many hexagons are in the model of the sun that they were asked to build? 20 hexagons are in the model of the sun that they were expected to build. This is how the schools performed. Defense Basic School, before then, Barbara International School had 1 point because they were unable to complete building the task or building the model of the sun. And then subsequently, if you are unable to do that practical side, if you give any answer, it is thought of to have come out of memory or what you've learned in class. We want to test how you understand the practical aspects of the science, the theory you learn. So they earn 1 point for that. Defense Basic School had 3 points, a similar challenge, but they went further, and St. Anthony of Padua had 5 points. Which brings the scores at the end of round 2 to this. Defense Basic School, 12 points. Barbara International School, 29 points. St. Anthony of Padua, 30 points. So at the end of round 2, here are the scores. Scores for round 2. Defense Basic School, 15 points. Barbara International School, 33 points. St. Anthony of Padua, 34 points. So after two tough rounds, here are the scores. Defense Basic School, 35 points. Barbara International School, 48 points. St. Anthony of Padua, 55 points. Round 3 is the round for mathematics. All questions are to be attempted once only. You are required to give an answer within 30 seconds. 1 attempt only. First question to Barbara International. Given vectors A, 3, 2, and B, 2, -3, find 3A minus 2B. $512 is correct. St. Anthony of Padua. Given the vectors A, -4, 2, and B, 3, -4, find 2A plus 4B.
$4-12.
4-12 is correct. Defense Basic School. Given the vectors A, -5, 2, and B, 3, -5, find 2A minus 3B. Yes, Stephen, do you have an answer?
-1 minus 11.
That is incorrect. Anthony of Padua.
-1919.
-1919. Barbara International. Find the scale of a map if a distance of 200 kilometers is represented by 5 centimeters on the map.
One is to 40,000 kilometers.
That is incorrect. For a bonus. Anthony of Padua.
400 is to 1.
No. So the answer is 1:400,000. 1:400,000. Yours, St. Anthony of Padua. Find the scale of a map if a distance of 60 kilometers is represented by 12 centimeters on the map. It's your own question, Anthony of Padua.
So we have 1,200,000.
No. Barbara International.
1:5.
1:5.
5.
No, 1:500,000. Yours, Defense Basic. The scale of a map is 1:300,000. Find the actual distance in kilometers represented by 3 centimeters on the map. Yes, Stephen.
30 kilometers.
No. Barbara International.
3 kilometers.
3 kilometers is incorrect. It is 9 kilometers. Barbara International. Find the coordinates of the image of the point A, 3, 5, after reflection in the line x is equal to 4.
4, 5.
That is incorrect. The answer, 5, 5. Anthony of Padua. Find the coordinates of the image of the point A, 3, 5, after reflection in the line y is equal to 3.
-5.
That is incorrect. For a bonus. Three, 1. Yours. Defense Basic. Find the coordinates of the image of the point A, 3, 5, after reflection in the line x is equal to 2.
-1, 3.
That is incorrect. For a bonus. The answer is 1, 5. For the next set of questions, you either tell me if the statement I make is true or false. You have 10 seconds only, 1 attempt only. If a school fails to answer, the question is up for a bonus. However, if the answer is not up for a bonus. Barbara International. For a regular polygon, only the sides are congruent.
False.
That is correct. Anthony of Padua. A regular quadrilateral is a square.
True.
That is correct. Defense Basic. An equiangular triangle is a regular polygon.
True.
That is correct. So we would have 6 tossing questions. The rules remain the same. Save. This time you have 30 seconds to give an answer, within which to give an answer. Find the truth set of the inequality 6, bracket opens, 5x minus 3, bracket closes, is less than or equal to 2, bracket opens, 5 minus x, bracket closes. Anthony of Padua.
So x is such that x is less than or equal to 1 whole number, 1 out of 7.
No. Barbara International.
X is such that x is greater than 19. X is less than or equal to 19 over 9.
No. Defense Basic.
X is such that x is less than or equal to 4.
No. X is such that x is less than or equal to 7 over 8. The next one. Solve the equation 3. Exponent 2x plus 1 is equal to 243. St. Anthony of Padua.
X is 2.
X is 2. The next one. One of the sides of a rectangle measures 5 centimeters and the diagonal is 13 centimeters long. Anthony of Padua.
4 centimeters.
That is incorrect. Find the area of the rectangle. Barbara International.
65 centimeters square.
No. Defense basic.
49.
60 centimeters squared. The next one, a riddle. I am a binary operation. I am in a way a meeting of minds. I combine two sets and normally produce a smaller set. I am where two curves meet. Anthony of Padua.
Intersection.
Intersection is correct. The next one. I am a 3-digit number. My digits are consecutive natural numbers. My digits are made up of an identity and 2 prime numbers, one of which is even. My middle digit is the mean of my first and third digits. The sum of my digits is 6. Anthony of Padua.
123.
That is correct. The third riddle, and then the last tossing question for this round. Essentially, I am a set. You can view me as a subset of the sample space. My name suggests a social gathering or Anthony of Padua.
Event.
Event is correct, and that brings us to the end of the round.
Let me see.
She's never had a toothache before.
There might be a cavity. Don't you use Pepsodent?
We used to, but I'll try the new one.
Ah, that's why.
But doesn't every toothpaste give cavity protection?
Not really. Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter repairs tiny invisible holes to give 10 times stronger teeth. Will you trust Pepsodent?
Definitely.
Pepsodent, 10 times stronger teeth.
Use Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter.
Welcome back from the commercial break. We have the scores for round 3. At the end of round 3, here are the scores. Defense Basic School, 4 points. Barbara International School, 5 points. St. Anthony of Padua, 23 points. So after 3 rounds, here are the scores. Defense Basic School, 39 points. Barbara International School, 53 points. St. Anthony of Padua, 78 points. Round 4, otherwise known as the power round. So all schools will have 10 questions posed to them. They would attempt to answer within 60 seconds. If for any reason they do not have an answer readily available, they ask me to skip clearly so that I skip. If they're able to complete or if they're able to go through the 10 questions and they still have time, they can answer the ones they skipped. Each correctly answered question earns you 2 points. Anthony of Padua, are you ready? Who coached the Ghana Black Stars at the beginning of the WAFO Under-17 Championship?
Skip.
Which people in Ghana celebrate the Odira Festival?
The Achim.
No. What is the minimum age requirement to become president in Ghana?
Skip.
What is the name of the new Senegalese president?
Skip.
What process powers the sun's nuclear fusion reactions?
Skip.
Which team won the English Premier League in the 2023-2024 season?
Manchester City.
Correct. Which country is the world's largest emitter of greenhouse gases?
Skip.
In which year did President George Bush visit Ghana?
Skip.
How many Republican forms of government did Ghana have between 1979 and 2000?
Skip.
Which political system has a prime minister as the head of government rather than a directly elected president?
Democracy.
No. So they had one question correctly answered. Are you ready? Same rules apply. Which period marked the Third Republic in Ghana's history?
2017.
No. What type of monarchical system of government has the monarch's powers limited by a constitution with a prime minister as the head of government?
Monarchy.
No. In which year did President Bill Clinton visit Ghana?
2017.
No. In which renewable energy source has seen the fastest growth in recent years?
Skip.
Which team will Dortmund face in the 2024 Champions League final?
Real Madrid.
Correct. What is the name of the sun's main atmospheric layer that we see during the day?
Ozone layer.
No. How old is the new Senegalese president?
72.
No. What is the term length of the president of Ghana under the constitution?
4 years.
Correct. Which people celebrate the Kundum festival in Ghana?
They are hunters.
Correct. Who is the coach of the Black Stars?
Skip.
Barbara International. Please, are you ready? What type of monarchical system of government is the monarch elected, usually by a restricted group?
Skip.
Which period marked the Second Republic in Ghana's history?
Skip.
In which year did President Barack Obama visit Ghana?
Skip.
What is the name of the international treaty adopted in 2015 to address climate change?
Skip.
Which team won the Italian League for the 2023-2024 season?
Skip.
What is the name of the sun's atmospheric layer that we see during a solar eclipse?
Skip.
How many months was the new Senegalese president imprisoned for?
4.
No. What is the minimum age requirement to become a member of parliament in Ghana?
40.
No. Which people celebrate the Akwasidai festival?
The Ashantis.
Correct. Who is the coach of the Black Queens? So, Anthony of Padua. The political system that has a prime minister as the head of government rather than a directly elected president is the parliamentary democracy. The number of Republican forms of government between 1979 and 2000 is 2. President George W. Bush visited Ghana in 2008. China is the largest emitter of greenhouse gases. You had the team that won the English Premier League right for 2023-24 season, Man City. The process that powers the sun's nuclear fusion reaction is the proton-proton chain. The new Senegalese president is Bassirou Diomaye Faye. The minimum age requirement to become president in Ghana is 40. Ekwapims celebrates Ujra. The coach of the Black Starlets at the beginning of the Wafo, Lai Kingston. To you, defense basic. The first question, the monarchical system of government that has the monarch's powers limited by a constitution with a prime minister as the head of government is the constitutional monarchy. The Third Republic, the period is 1979 to 1981. The year President Bill Clinton visited Ghana, 1998. Solar power is the renewable source of energy that has seen the fastest growth in recent years. You had Real Madrid correct for the team that will face Dortmund in the Champions League final for 2024. The name of the sun's main atmospheric layer that we see during the day is photosphere. The new Senegalese president is 44 years. The term length for president of Ghana under the constitution, he had it right for the people that celebrate the Kundum festival. I would have accepted Nzima and a hunter, and you mentioned a hunter. The coach of the Black Stars, Otuado. And to you, Barbara International, elective monarchy is the type of monarchical system of government where the monarch is elected usually by a restricted group. The period that marked the Second Republic, 1966 to 1972. The year President Barack Obama visited Ghana, 2009. The Paris Agreement is the international treaty that was adopted in 2015 to address climate change. Inter Milan is the Italian team that won the 2023-24 season. Corona is the sun's outermost atmospheric layer that we see during a solar eclipse. 11 months is the number of months the new Senegalese president was imprisoned. The minimum age to become member of parliament in Ghana is 21 years. The Ashanti people, you had it right, celebrate the Akwesidai Festival. The coach of the Black Queens is Nora Hoptel. And this brings us to the end of the round and the end of the contest. We'll go for a commercial break. We'll be back with the final results.
Let me see.
She's never had a toothache before.
There might be a cavity. Don't you use Pepsodent?
We used to, but I'll try the new one.
Ah, that's why.
But doesn't every toothpaste give cavity protection?
Not really. Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter repairs tiny invisible holes to give 10 times stronger teeth. Will you trust Pepsodent?
Definitely. Pepsodent. 10 times stronger teeth.
Use Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter.
Welcome from the commercial break. Viewers, you are still watching the Connect Western Best Brain CWBB 2024, which is proudly brought to you by Connect 97.1 FM, empowered by Pepsodent. Sponsors Best Brain Publication Limited, Heritage Christian College, BM Global Education and Travel Consult, Des Technology Limited, Pella Mineral Water, and Hisense. Our partners, the Ghana Education Service and Anaje Choice Smart. CWBB, sharp and excellent. Remember, you are watching us live on Onia TV because Onia TV is our media partner. At the end of the contest, here are the scores. Defense Basic School, 45 points. Barbara International School, 55 points. St. Anthony of Padua Catholic JHS, 80 points. Defense Basic School and Barbara International, thanks for being here. You gave us a very good competition in the end. St. Anthony of Padua picked the sole tickets to the final. I wish you all the best. St. Anthony of Padua, it's been another good exercise executed by you. I look forward to seeing you in the final. All the best in your future endeavors. Viewers, this brings us to the end of the first semi-final contest. Next week, we will come your way with a second semi-final contest. Stay tuned in to Onia TV. It's bye-bye for us now.